Here we present a closed-loop automation solution to achieve self-healing infrastructure. And in this scenario, we have a serverless application that scales from 1 up to 10 replicas on OpenShift that is monitored by an observability solution, Dynatrace. And when the application gets exposed to traffic, the response time increases, and once the response time crosses 1 second, and that's what we configure in Dynatrace, a notification gets sent out by Dynatrace on an AMQ message queue. That notification gets picked up by Red Hat Fuse. And Fuse can integrate with a lot of third-party applications, in this case ServiceNow. It can also integrate with Slack, text, and send an email or a text message, and can also integrate with OpenShift Data Science. And in this scenario, it integrates with Red Hat Decision Manager, which comes back with the best corrective action to fix the problem at hand. And in this scenario, it's an Ansible playbook that gets run on OpenShift to scale up the application to 20 replicas instead of 10. It's a simple example. You can do a lot of different things, obviously. And by the way, Red Hat MQ, Fuse, Decision Manager, and Ansible are running cloud native on OpenShift. So here I see in my Dynatrace dashboard, this is a synthetic monitor we put in place. So what this does is that once the application reaches a certain threshold, in this scenario you can see here, the application is currently responding within less than 1 second. So the synthetic monitor allows you to configure different parameters for it, and one of them is the performance threshold. So here we have it set to 1 second, and we're just running a sample test from one location with a low frequency. And on OpenShift here, you can see as the load increases, the number of pods increases for these serverless applications scales up. And now I got an error on Dynatrace. So that performance threshold was reached, and Dynatrace sends that notification on the AMQ message bus. And as you can see, the response time is increased above 1 second for a given period of time. And if I go to my ServiceNow dashboard, I see that that's the incident that Fuse has raised with ServiceNow. And I can see that it was resolved. And you can see that actually an Ansible playbook was already run automatically to correct the action and to increase the number of replicas for that service using the max scale parameter. So that's where the number of pods here on OpenShift dashboard, you can see it went up to 20 instead of 10, and that's why the response time decreased for the application. So that's how automatically we solve the problem. As you can see here, number of pods went up to 20, and also the Knative service configured now shows that max scale of 20. So when I go to Dynatrace now, I see that the problem has been resolved. The response time went back below the threshold, the problem is closed, and the message queue shows the problem that was open at the time, that's performance threshold, and it shows the resolved problem notification as well. So here we have demonstrated closed loop automation for self-healing infrastructure on OpenShift.